Mike.
Man, hey, you know what's wild? It's 3 p.m. That means we got to get this shit popping. Welcome to the Usual Suspects podcast for May 11th, 2018. I'm your host, Century, and it's 3 p.m. That means we
Oh
gotta get
man,
this
hold
shit
on.
popping.
That was
No, he didn't.
What the
Oh man.
fuck?
No, he didn't.
What? Jigga.
Hold on, was that an echo? Was that an echo? Or
Yeah,
something?
that was Jigga. Oh my god.
Sorry,
Wow.
I know.
Jigga, you know what? Since you fucked up, you get to go first. Get your intro out the way. I'm fucking sick of you.
Oh man, I don't know if I should use my old or come up with a new one.
Do something.
Anyway,
Jesus.
it's Jiggle, your favorite casual gamer, gaming on all platforms casually. Facts.
CG. But yeah, this is Professor. Let's get this podcast going.
And it's me, Stratosphere. Let's get it.
Oh man.
And y'all know who it is. It's Hardhead, bro. What's going on?
What Hardhead get in here? I didn't even notice that man was still here. I was like, Hardhead here? Goddamn. Okay. But nah, this podcast for this league. Let's get this shit popping with a topic that's gonna piss off Professor almost instantaneously. Microsoft is hiring a creative director for a new studio responsible, and this is the thing, responsible for creating avatar experiences.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You said what?
How Microsoft is hiring for a new studio. They're hiring a creative director for a new studio responsible for creating avatar experience.
Moving on. Ain't nobody trying to talk about that shit, man.
What they mean by avatar experience?
Like, probably like.
Well, okay. Let me elaborate on that point then.
Yeah,
All right.
please elaborate because I'm confused.
So yesterday, I turned on my Xbox. I know I did an update like 4 updates last week because I'm in the beta program or preview program. One of those days, I noticed that I had my avatar back, and by my avatar back, this dude was dressed up like Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 and had a beard. And I'm like, when the hell you came back, dog? I ain't seen you since I played my Xbox 360.
Hold on. When did Leon have a beard?
He never did. I just had a beard on my avatar.
That's what you focused
the
on, dog.
question he asked, bro.
Okay.
That's what you asking.
Yeah,
That's what you're focusing.
I know, man. I'm just want to know. I want to know.
No, but how do we feel? Like, you know what? Y'all talk first. I'll give my opinion at the end.
I don't fully understand like what is this avatar experience shit like.
Basically, probably
They
like
never elaborate.
Avatars?
it's probably just gonna be like
They trying to
costumes.
create
and shit.
PlayStation Home on Xbox or some shit. Is that what y'all talking about?
I hope
No,
not.
you don't remember the avatars on 360?
I never touched the 360. Never had a reason to.
Oh, okay. Let me explain.
Okay, so basically, hold up. So basically, they want to make a PlayStation Home type of experience.
They never go into detail. They just say this is the description. This is the description of the job. Microsoft is looking for a passionate and talented creative director for our new studio responsible for delivering Microsoft avatars across all our platforms, from Xbox to the modern workplace. If you have a yearning to create the future for all our digital selves through a range of characters and styles, and you have the ability to lead a team to produce stunning, high-quality, real-time interactive 3D embodiments, we would like to talk to you.
They're probably gonna create like animations for them in like costumes.
I bet it's gonna be like they used to do it with arcade games and have little avatar games and shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh, like 1 versus 100.
Yeah, that's what I see them doing. Or like they had one with, like it was like motorcycle shit. That's what I see them doing.
Okay, but do y'all really understand the biggest underlying issue with this though?
I mean, I see it.
What is it?
That they're wasting money on this instead of creating new games.
Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck I was gonna say.
They don't care about games. They just want to sell a service. What are you talking
Low
about?
key, they are more focused on backwards compatibility than new games.
No, just Xbox Live as a service.
No, backwards compatibility, dog.
How they focused on backwards compatibility more, Jigga? Tell me.
You don't see all these games like getting these updates and shit.
Yeah, but that is not the main focus.
I'm pretty sure it's like a big.
Can you tell me anything they've done other than these announced backwards compatible games?
They do all this stuff. Like, oh, look at this game has a new fucking high res update and it looks great and all this.
So updating the game to support 4K.
Yeah.
But do you pay attention to anything they do? Like, come on, Jigga, you gotta give me something, dog. Because if all they focus on is backwards compatibility as your argument, then you're not paying attention.
I mean, that's all they talk about is the only numbers they talk about is backwards. How many people?
But they don't talk about numbers.
Yes, they do. They said this many people. No, they don't say this many people. They say people spend like hours upon hours playing backwards compatible games and all that. Dog.
No, you talking about the PR spins when they say shit, but they want you to believe it's one way when it's not really that way. Like when they say we have 48 million Xbox Live subscribers, but they don't tell you how many of those people actually paid for Gold
or paid for Xbox in general.
I mean, isn't that just basic consumer analytics?
I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Xbox Live is on everything that's not a PlayStation. Some TVs, I think, at this point, some TVs have Xbox on it. Your phones got it. Your motherfucking Switch got it. Your PCs got it.
Yeah, it's consumer analytics.
But only people that have to pay for it are the people that actually bought the fucking console.
Yeah.
I don't get what we arguing here.
That means they hiding the numbers that people want to know when they drop in numbers.
Okay, so what you're saying is hardhead.
Real numbers.
So what you're saying is hardhead. They're talking about everything except for the real issue, whether the actual number of actual Xbox Ones, Xbox One S's, and Xbox One X's out. Well, S and X's out in the field. You want to know that number?
Well, not necessarily, because you can have the console, but you can keep making free accounts too. The question is how many people are paying for it.
Oh, okay. So you want to know how many paying Gold members there are?
Yeah.
Does that matter?
Yes, that very much matters.
What does that?
Yeah, other than that, it's just the PR spin.
I ain't making no money off that, so it don't matter to me.
Man, fuck all that. I want them to announce some goddamn games. Okay, fuck the sales numbers. Fuck consumer analytics. Nobody cares. Microsoft, where are the games? I've been saying this for goddamn 5 years now. Where are the goddamn games?
Hold on, but rounding back to Jigga talking about backwards compatibility. About to ask y'all a question: is Xbox the leader in console backwards compatibility? And in conjunction with this question, do you think that backwards compatibility will be important in the future?
What kind of
Yeah, they are the leader because it's only them and basically well, I mean everybody's doing it, but they're the only ones give you like they're getting these studios to do like high res updates and 4K updates and all this. Like Sony, you just basically playing you streaming the game, and Nintendo, you got to buy it again on the Switch, and like Microsoft is the only one. Like if you got it digitally, you can play it again. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, no, but it'll be a nice feature to have.
I mean, backwards compatibility won't be the
focus.
It'll be not cross-platform, but cross-generation gaming. Like, say, people on the next-gen console still playing with people on the current-gen console.
That's never going to happen.
Why not?
Because it's like, you don't know how many people complain if you're playing on the Pro and they're playing on the original PS4.
It's already a thing. You got a slight advantage in the last.
No. I think they just like they dumb down. Like what they dumb the Pro down.
I mean, they already do it on Xbox. People that play PUBG with an X got an advantage over anybody that playing with anything else.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'm gonna
tell you.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. To me, it really doesn't matter because my main issue is fuck the cross-platform shit or the cross-play or whatever you want to call it. These developers and publishers, Sony, Microsoft, they need to mandate that every online multiplayer have dedicated servers. That's what I want. I'm tired of this peer-to-peer shit. So when they can do that, then we can talk about cross-generation, cross-platform gaming.
But don't Microsoft get their own servers?
No, not on every game because there's certain games on Xbox.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They should like instead of these studios like coming out the ass create their own servers, just use Microsoft's.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You have to give if you were gonna enforce, like, if Microsoft was gonna enforce that, then Microsoft is gonna be like, if you want to use our service, you have to pay us this much, or if you want to use this part of our service, you have to pay us this much. So then it becomes an issue of you need this from you in order for you to get access to this.
No,
And some devs are
Microsoft
not
is smart. What they would do is like, it would get more people to come to their platform because like if you buy it on the Xbox, you can play on Xbox servers and not peer to peer. If you play on the PS4, it's like you stuck with whatever Sony decide to do.
All right, moving on past this, we gonna do a little theory crafting, some expectations right quick. We're gonna take a guess and a gander at what the April MPD numbers will be. So
I got no idea.
I
mean, I can tell you who's gonna be number 1, number 2, number 3, but as far as exact numbers,
no, you don't got to give me exact numbers. I just want y'all to tell me what y'all think is going to be like the best. How about this? The 3 best-selling games of the month and the best-selling hardware for the month.
Software.
Of what month? This month?
Yeah, of April.
I mean, shit. What came out that was like really relevant besides God of War in April?
Yakuza.
Yeah, other than Yakuza, I don't.
Yeah. Other than that, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not. Really...
Hold on, when to see if these come out?
That was in March.
The
hey, man, when State of Decay come out, it's taking over, dog.
Huh?
You funny.
That's not even April. That's May. But if I was going, if I'm gonna just give my numbers out, I think if I had to predict anything, I'm gonna say this up front. Sony will have the best-selling game and the best hardware for the month.
I mean, they just dropped a system seller, so of course.
Yeah, I agree.
Jigga, why you talking about State of Decay? That shit gonna be in a State of Decay in a month or two because ain't nobody gonna be playing that shit. That shit gonna be dead.
Yeah, because they gonna beat that. He's gonna be dead. Yeah,
that shit gonna be dead.
They gonna beat it. You can't beat State of Decay.
You can. There, like for the main game, there is a story and you can beat it. Same thing about with the first game.
Oh well, fuck.
That shit gonna be in rigor mortis status.
Oh, man.
You said Rick and Morty or rigor mortis?
Rigor mortis. You heard what I said.
No,
Rick and Morty came back. What you mean, dog?
Trying to be fun. No,
they got like 70 episodes to make, man.
Rick and Morty trash.
No, I thought he said Rick and Morty. Oh, okay. Let's move on for somebody to get shot. So we all in agreement. We thinking Sony going. How did I just go through all 3?
I think Sony's gonna take over, dog.
I don't see it. Switch ain't really had nothing out.
Oh, I mean,
are you forgetting about
Tropical
Labo?
Freeze came out in May, right?
Shut up, nigga. They got Labo.
What'd you say came out?
Tropical Freeze in May, right?
I think it came out earlier this month. Like really early, like last 2 weeks.
It's a port. Nobody cares about a port. It's a port.
Oh, you tripping?
Some people care about ports.
Who? Who?
I don't know. You asking the wrong person.
I don't know. Labo was taking over. Labo sold more to God of War, dog.
Huh? What other than Japan? Where did it sell more jiggers? You should have said that. Where did it sell more jiggers other than Japan?
I don't take that serious. I know God of War sold.
You already know he wasn't serious with that comment, man.
Okay, so we gonna move on to the next little question here. Capcom says they will release 2 major games this fiscal year.
Like what could they possibly release?
Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
And
Lost Planet 4?
No.
Shit, hell no.
Probably Resident Evil 2 remake is probably an option.
Oh, nobody want that.
No, I'm thinking that's gonna be a 2019. That's gonna be a 2019.
Nah, because remember fiscal year. That's what you got to think about. That fiscal.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it'll be a game, but it won't be Resident Evil. That's what I'm saying. It'll be something else.
No, because they said 2, so they're not counting Monster Hunter.
It's already out, so why would I do that? Even though it's coming to the Switch, I mean, but I don't.
No, not World, but Monster Hunter.
What is it? Generations?
Yeah, Generations. We're gonna talk about that in a second too.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the second game would be because pretty much, I mean, they already got their fighter out in Street Fighter.
And Marvel.
They have Marvel.
Resident Evil 7 came out
You know what? Oh, deep down.
You know, Generations, which is really just double cross.
That could actually count. Generations could count, but I don't know if they're counting.
It's double. It's really double cross just being ported to the rest of the world because it only released in I think Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Hold on, y'all don't think Deep Down is still in development?
I don't think it's the major.
But that wasn't exclusive though. That's the thing.
I think that's one of the other titles.
I think that doesn't come out. If Deep Down is still in development, that shit ain't coming out until next year. I'll say that right now.
Who knows? That could be like the little secret thing they released. Bam!
Yeah, maybe.
Game.
But here's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, the way Capcom is as a company, like, we can account for what teams have already delivered. Monster Hunter team already delivered something, and now they're delivering on this. Then you have the Resident Evil team who's probably working on RE8 or whatever they're working on. Then the Street Fighter team is still making content for Street Fighter. Fucking the Marvel team is dead.
Damn. Why you gonna do them like that, man? Why you doing them?
Well, they did. What you want me to do? There is rumors of Dino Crisis coming back. And other Resident Evil's either the remake team or fucking RE8. So I don't know what they could be doing.
Dino Crisis is a very underrated franchise, but it is what it is.
Dino Crisis is basically Resident Evil with fucking dinosaurs. But I couldn't fathom in my brain.
You sound like a hater.
No, I love Dino Crisis. But that's what it is.
All right.
I don't know how I'm a hater. And I got both Dino Crisis still here.
That don't mean that you may have a self-loathing with the game. I don't know.
The only part of Dino Crisis I hate is when the fucking jump scare. I was playing that shit as a kid and I got jump scared by a fucking raptor. I almost fucking.
Okay, so you the same guy that probably got scared when the dog bust out the window in Resident Evil 1.
I actually didn't get scared by that.
You lying. Why you lying?
I'm not even joking. I never got scared by that. Wow. The dinosaur though, I guess shook.
Why are you lying live?
Damn, you shook, dog.
You wish I was lying live. Fuck out of here, son. Right. Moving on. Monster Hunter World has shipped 8 million units and probably sold 7, if not 6 or 7. I'll say 6 or 7.
All right, dog.
How we feeling about this?
I mean, it's a big move. I mean, me personally, I don't care, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
I mean, it is a big deal, but
I mean, it's a big deal because I know it's on sale, especially in Japan, because Monster Hunter has notoriously sold very well in Japan, so I don't see why this would be any different.
All right.
Yep. Now, I mean, it might sell a couple million. It might sell a couple million.
Couple million. Jesus Christ. You ain't wrong. Let's move on to something Professor is going to be hyped about.
Oh, okay.
Soul Calibur 6 has revealed Taki dumbass.
Hold on. We didn't talk about this?
No, we didn't.
Oh. I am hyped about
We talked about that Monday.
Okay. All right, man. You know, maybe I had a mental lapse or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited about it because it was a lot of rumors that a lot of the original cast wasn't coming back, and Taki was one of them. So when I seen her revealed, I was hyped. I do like that she has her mask back. I know some Soul Calibur enthusiasts really didn't care for her mask like that, but I do. To be honest, man, I want to see what new characters they're going to bring to the table, to be honest. I want to see what new characters they bring to the table. How do you feel about it? And I want to learn more about the gameplay mechanics as well.
I think they're taking a lot of shit from Tekken, which I don't know how to feel about that, but
yeah, because you already seen the rage art, because they copied the rage art thing.
But then again, the main producer,
every fighting game has that shit now.
No, the rage art mechanic only really exists in fucking Tekken, pretty much. No real fighter has that rage art because it's only apparent when you get hit with your low health and somebody smacks the shit out you.
All right. Well, to be PC, I would say every fighter has some type of critical finish, super, something like that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think it has a place in 3D fighters, man. To be honest,
3D fighters have never been about that.
Yeah, so I don't know why they're trying to. I mean, I get it because
it's to make it more flashy. Yeah,
to appeal to casuals. I get it, man. But
I just never
because I didn't play Soul Calibur 5 like that. Did anybody play Soul Calibur?
I did. It was trash. It was trash.
I played it a lot.
You like it?
I liked it. Yeah.
Ooh, so hold up. So you liked all the characters missing, replaced with some third-rate student?
I wasn't really focused on that. I was just playing the shit.
Oh, Hard, you one of those, ain't you, Hardhead? Like,
when it comes to certain fighters, yeah.
Roster doesn't matter as long as
I care about some more than others. That's all. Like Street Fighter, they fuck with their roster every year. I don't even care no more.
Well, you're not a big Street Fighter fan, though.
Says who? Maybe I just didn't like 5.
Oh, you one of those? You like 4? Oh man,
I'm like all of them. That's not 5.
Oh man, somebody must have folded you like an accordion. That shit.
Yeah, somebody folded him. Yeah, somebody folded
him. Oh man,
somebody zipped him up. That's what
okay, that sounded bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. That sounded real bad.
What you mean?
Think about what you just said.
I said somebody zipped him up. What you?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, okay, y'all motherfuckers. Oh my god. Yo, next topic, man. Next topic.
Oh man, got him. We gonna take a little aside to talk about the all powerful and godly EA. They said that loot boxes are gonna most likely be in all their games going forward.
All right, they about their thug life. Okay, all right.
No, but every game they make flop, dog. Everyone, I don't care what it could be a game I love. I like that flop, dog.
Damn, Anthem about to be another one. DJ Khaled, another one.
Yeah, they're gonna change the gameplay to fucking fit loot boxes. And
hold on. But let me transcribe where the statement came from. Basically, there was a criticism during the earnings call, and EA Chief Executive Officer Andrew Wilson from EA, he said, and I quote, "The company is going to continue to push on with loot boxes and has challenged the common complaint that they are a form of gambling. As you might imagine, we're working with all the industry associations globally and with regulators in various jurisdictions and territories, many whom we've been working with for some time and evaluated and established that programs like FIFA Ultimate Team are not gambling," Wilson said in response to a question about possible changes to Ultimate Team across most of their games. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Basically he said is we work with every government to finesse y'all out of y'all money. That's all he's saying.
Yep. And we don't give a fuck how bad it is to kids and to promote gambling.
I doubt that passed to the U.S. government because EA got money. They gonna pay lobbyists and everybody. Yep. They gonna have every congressman in their pocket, dog. Oh man, we ain't gonna get that through.
Yep. Dollar sign is all that matters, man.
Yep.
Dollar bill. Yeah, no, I'm playing.
It's crazy, man.
Nah, but Jiggy, I know you're gonna talk about it. So give us your last statement on loot boxes, cuz.
Hey man, EA flop every game. I don't care. It could be a game about saving kittens. I hope it flop.
You know what? I should have said that. Okay, moving on. We're gonna move on right quick because I ain't trying to get shut down. Speaking of shutting down some shit, there was a rumor, and not so much rumor as the entire Nintendo E3 has leaked apparently, and this is the list of shit. There was pretty much the details about their online service on May 7th, which correct me if I'm wrong, that did happen, right? They all that shit happened, right?
As far as what?
As far as them detailing about their online service on May 7th. That happened, right, Strat?
I'm not
And
sure.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird. They explained it. But
Okay.
Like, they really just talked about like the family plan and the regular plan. Then again, it's still kind of confusing to me about how the whole thing's gonna work out.
But let me go ahead and detail some of this stuff. Nintendo's going to be offering a eShop discounts of games with Gold, PlayStation Plus like service. They're gonna ditch the Virtual Console branding name and replace it with Nintendo Classics. It's gonna be available either late this year or early next year. The E3 presentation, moving on to that part, the presentation so far is currently 36 minutes long and only focuses on Switch titles, which with Treehouse being dedicated to 3DS titles. The first reveal is going to be apparently Spyro Trilogy coming to the Switch, which in question, it looks very spooky because that was already announced. Fire Emblem is next, and the title for it is Illustrious Daybreak, which is also spooky.
Remember, this is rumors. This isn't confirmed.
Didn't they just release a Fire Emblem 2 years ago?
A year ago, but Yoshi, apparently there's a Yoshi game subtitle Flipped Around. It's going to have the same amiibo functionality as Woolly World. It's going to drop in August. A new Paper Mario game developed by Intelligent Systems is going to go back to the traditional partner style gameplay. It's going to come out in 2019. Then you got Mario Odyssey DLC with Luigi being added as a playable character and adds 70 more moons to the game. Apparently, Wario and Waluigi also being made playable with 70 moons each as well. There's going to be Activision announcements, a Crash Bandicoot amiibo. Black Ops 4 Battle Royale is going to come to Switch with crossplay for PC and Xbox.
Ain't nobody gonna play that shit.
It's just the Battle Royale, not the single game.
Not the single player game.
It's just a rumor.
Remember, all of this is hearsay and rumors. We don't know. Just wait until E3. Sega is going to reveal some Sega Ages games. It's going to be the first 2 Sonic Adventures. Supersonic Racing is going to... Some of this shit is getting really spooky now. They're going to do a...
Obviously, these are too many big name titles to just be, throwing out there like that.
Yeah. Next is Metroid Prime Forge gameplay trailer is going to drop in 2019. This is the big one for me. They said Pokemon for the Switch is going to be revealed. It's going to be a new take on Red and Blue, and it's going to feature graphics that are between Sun and Moon and Pokken. Apparently, for those who give a shit, Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be on the Switch and it's going to be censored. It's going to drop in the fall.
Wait, what? Censored?
Yeah.
What's the point? If it's censored, what's the point?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Censored?
I have no clue what that means. I don't know.
Like they released Outlast on the Switch. Why are they gonna censor Five Nights at Freddy's?
I have no clue.
Because they want to maintain.
But kids already play that shit on their phone.
Wait, first of all, don't you dare say that this console is geared towards kids, because that's not true.
No, I'm just saying they want to maintain its innocence. That's what I was gonna say.
But it's got Outlast though. How's that innocent?
They dropping M games on the Switch.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the game itself, not.
That game ain't never been fucking.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, man, I'm trying.
I played 3. I played 3.
Can I finish?
I'm trying my own form of damage control, man. Let it
You gotta. I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying all week, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Discord, whether it be on other fucking podcasts. Do not speak on a motherfucking game until you have motherfucking played it. Simple.
Jesus.
Wait, whoa, no, you talking? I can do whatever I want.
Why you sound like somebody pops?
If you out here calling games trash,
and you ain't played them,
you need to shut the fuck up.
They going to trash. They going to trash.
What's going on, Jorge? You alright?
Hold on, Jorge.
People really can't understand how simple that is, fam.
Can I clarify something with
Wait,
you?
Mario Kart trash. Oh man.
Hold on. Can I clarify something with you? What if somebody says it looks like trash? Is that acceptable?
That's fine, but that's the thing. People don't fucking say that.
Okay. All right.
People. Somebody will come up to me, and this has happened earlier this week. They'll be like, "Oh man, look at the scores for this game. I never played it, but it's obvious that this shit is trash." But you never played the fucking game. Shut the fuck up. Scores don't mean shit. Perfect example: Legend of Korra. If you actually played that game, you know that game was low key lit.
No, it wasn't. I own the game.
That's a no, dog. That's a no. Let's move on for some wild habits.
Oh, man,
we got no. Let me continue.
Can I just get one?
Whoa. Hold on. Why you laying off like that, fam? What you doing?
I'll give him one more thing. The Order 1886.
Yep.
People say that's
got low ass scores. God awful scores.
That game was great though.
I know.
No, that was just.
You can't talk about how it looks because it looks fucking amazing.
But can I finish this, guys? Guys, can I finish this? Can I finish this?
Wait, do they give
I
you a
don't
pro
know.
patch?
Can you?
What was you trying to finish?
I want to see that
They
game.
have like 2 more plots.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Hey. Let the man finish before he get a damn aneurysm.
Wait,
Man, I'm gonna give you an aneurysm. Keep playing me, motherfucker.
I want to see the order on the pro, dog. I wonder if it look better.
You got 2 trailers
man.
for Smash Brothers for Switch. Are the last thing. One reveals Captain Toad. The other reveals Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Gameplay shown is a mix of Smash 4 and Melee, being very colorful but detailed, and is going to come out in September along the online service.
Oh man, the online service, goddamn.
But yeah, that is the reported, rumored, and I mean rumored, Nintendo E3. Take that as you will.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Now, let's talk about that confirmed Nintendo that online pass. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you really want to talk about that shit?
We gotta talk about it, dog.
All right, then you take lead on this. I'm gonna fall back.
Oh man, hold on. Let me pull up the exact article, and then I'm gonna just go to the website. Nintendo Switch Online.
This man is keyboard down.
Loud as hell.
It's blue switches.
Typewriter ass keyboard.
Nintendo has officially announced the features and launch date of Nintendo Switch Online paid service. It will be launching September of this year, and it will include the following. We will finally get save data cloud backup, which honestly should have been on the system to fucking begin with, if we're being honest.
Should be on a
Shouldn't even be paid for. We should be getting it for free.
Low key.
We'll finally get to play. Well, we already can play online, but now we got to pay for it. With your subscription, which honestly comes at some pretty decent prices. I would say that is the only thing that they've done right. It's the fucking pricing. You have 4 options. You can buy the individual membership, which is either $4 for a month, $8 for 3 months, or $20 for a whole fucking year. Or if you're really feeling up to it, you can buy a family plan, which supports up to 8 accounts for $35 a year. Now, if you actually buy the shit, honestly, looking at everything they're showing, there's only one good thing you really get out of this, and you get a rotating library of 20 classic Nintendo games. That's the best way I can put it. Because right now it just says 20 NES games, but they've already mentioned that those games will get rotated out and shit. Mm-hmm. And it's actually, it's some pretty decent games. You got shit like Super Mario Brothers 3, the first Super Mario Brothers. I think the second game too. Original Donkey Kong, original Ice Climber, the first Zelda game, Dr. fucking Mario. Like, it's some pretty decent games.
I guess.
No disrespect.
Decent. I ain't gonna say it's fire. They got like 3.
How is any of this relevant? I'm just saying.
Because some of us are Switch owners who really care about our money, fam.
I mean, I'm a Switch owner. I appreciate, but like, it's a Switch. I feel like it can handle games from the 64, the GameCube, and stuff like that. Why give us just stuff from the NES?
That's another thing. Okay, this whole virtual console thing. Now, people haven't been thinking about it. They have announced that virtual console is canceled. They're not doing that anymore. But if you pay attention, they're still dropping the classic games. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's like I think I saw who that was, Spawn Wave. The way he put it, it's basically evolving. They might have a new name for it, they might not, but we are still getting the classic games, the GameCube games, the Wii games, all of them. We're gonna have to buy them again, but we still getting them, just not in that virtual console shit that was on the Wii and the Wii U. Mm-hmm. I think it was on 3DS too. I think Virtual Console is on 3DS, but we're still getting the classic game. That's what you're talking about, right, Strat?
Kinda.
Oh man, I'm going on a fucking rant.
No disrespect, but are we finished or are we done?
I fell back.
Nobody likes to talk about Nintendo around here, man.
No, it's not this. It's just that that online service, and I mean, I'm just saying, dog. Like, I really don't like. it's not going to make an impact one way or another. In my opinion, it's not going to make an impact.
It actually might drive people away. I just didn't want to say anything because I had nothing to add to the
Yeah,
conversation.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
It
saying.
needs to at least be brought up because I mean, it's possible for us to battle this shit. Like, even though it's cheap as fuck, if nobody bought it, they'd probably just get rid of the price altogether.
I doubt it. No, I'm gonna tell you why I doubt that. Because Sony, when they had free online, they were missing out on a lot of money that Microsoft was getting for free just for charging for their online service.
No sense at all. That's why we play for PlayStation Plus now.
Yeah, they're losing out on money. Do you know how much money they got the first year they started charging for that shit to use online? They got something close to like 70 million. I was like, what?
But this service right here is just not.
It's not comparable. I understand that. But
Yeah, it's not.
they're losing out on money not doing it.
Dude. It's not even worth it.
Hold on, but my thing is hardhead. They're losing out on money not doing it. So I understand why they want to. I'm not going to sit here and say I agree with it. I don't, but I understand the reasons as to why they will.
Yeah, I agree too.
I feel you on that.
Now, let's move on to what I think is a topic that is going to make some of us I ain't gonna say that. Some of us are gonna agree on this, some of us won't. But Rocksteady is reportedly working on an open world Superman game that Rocksteady is making. How do we feel about this? Because this is gonna be a multi-pronged thing that we talk about in the next couple of minutes. So
Yeah, the Superman.
yeah, Superman.
This shit gonna be boring.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fucking great.
It's gonna be a boring ass game.
No, because you got to have confidence in Rocksteady.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not the
don't.
studio. It's not the studio. Trust me. I
character.
fucks with Rocksteady. I fucks with Rocksteady heavy.
I feel like no, but I feel like they
Superman.
wouldn't be doing it if they didn't think it would work.
I'm not giving into it. I'm sorry.
Because I don't think Rocksteady.
I don't believe
I don't
the
think Rocksteady thinks they're going to fail. That's why they're sticking their neck out to try to provide a decent Superman game that we ain't never had. We have never
Wait,
had.
is this confirmed though?
It's because of Superman the hero himself. It's because of the way he's built, the kind of hero he is, how OP he is, how he's low key basic at the same time.
No,
You asked, was it confirmed, Jigga?
Yeah, that's what I. Is it confirmed?
No. It's not confirmed. It's a rumor, but there's a lot of evidence.
I mean, you got videos saying that it was leaked.
Yeah, so it's either all but confirmed or it's another hero.
We'll find out in exactly a month, man.
Either a rumor or confirmed.
That's
No,
wasting
but
money.
hold on. But my main issue with this though, it's not Rocksteady. It's that Superman villains are whack.
Not really.
They are.
Yes, they
Okay,
are.
okay, let me just explain something. Like
Go ahead.
Yeah, compared to Batman, yes, that's all I'm saying.
when you play a superhero game, it's like you're going into that character. And it's like you get to do what that character can do. When you go into Superman, it's like he can do everything, which is not fun.
Yeah, that's
He
what
can
I'm
fly
saying.
around the planet. He can punch everybody and just smack them to death. And it's like that's not fun.
He can shoot lasers out of it. He's gonna be one. If he's not, first of all, if he's not one hitting motherfuckers, then it already doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
No,
Like he pulls his punches, but he still should be one hitting motherfucker.
No, you see, y'all not thinking. I'm thinking like outside the box because I think if they layer the gameplay correctly and have multiple different facets of gameplay to encompass Superman the way he's supposed to be,
That's
I
the
think it could be
problem.
something
There's
great.
only so much.
Hold on, let me interject right quick. Let me interject right quick so I can give some background and some details right quick.
Yeah, because
So-
I was getting ready to break it down to you, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter where the rumor came from in whole. It doesn't really matter. But made by Rocksteady, it's going to be on Unreal Engine 4. It's going to be a big open world metropolis, about 3 times the size of Arkham Knight, the area of Arkham Knight. You
It's still
cannot.
pretty small though for Superman. That can fly anywhere with the blink of an eye.
Can't play as Clark Kent. Clark Kent.
Clark
Jesus.
Clint?
Yeah, Clint. He Clint now.
You can't
Let me-
even have Clark Kent.
Yeah, I can't. No, okay, so the main villain is Brainiac. They said Superman has been nerfed to about the animated series level. Semi-destructible environments. Think Arkham Knight. No buildings fall over and nothing like that.
Oh hell no!
Hold on, wait. Let me finish. Combat system integrates the
Animated version.
hold on. So it's supposed to emulate, kind of integrates the flying. So it's gonna be like the Batman series combat, but they integrate the flying. It's supposed to be something like DBZ and like look and feel, and it's set within the Arkhamverse. which I don't know if I like that at all.
Garbo.
What the fuck?
This shit gonna be Garbo, dog.
Can you explain that again? How is the
never
flying
mind.
supposed
You
to
know
be?
what? Never mind. That shit gonna be trash. It's gonna be
What'd you say?
trash.
Just make the player manage Superman Solar Reserve and not use up all his
Hold
powers.
on. No, what'd you say, Strap?
How is the flying gonna be?
It's gonna be integrated into the combat, and it's supposed to be Dragon Ball Z-esque and shit. I was like, wow.
So you can't fly normally?
I don't know. They said he's
What?
nerfed. I guess you
No,
can
first of
fly.
all, no. What they're saying is the flight is going to be designed like Dragon Ball, which makes it even worse. Because in Dragon Ball, the flight does not mimic the series at all. The Dragon Ball flight does not mimic the Dragon Ball flight at all.
Wait, which Dragon Ball you talking about? Because the
Dragon Ball
games.
No, any game, any Dragon Ball game, the flight was never implemented correctly. In my
Nah, the Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi games, they hit it on.
No, because even on Budokai 3, it seemed like you were floating instead of actual flying. You see what I'm saying?
It didn't feel like flight.
Yeah, it didn't feel like flight. That's what I'm saying. Like no Dragon Ball.
But how you supposed to translate that when it's not something we've ever really felt?
Did you really just ask that question?
Do you step outside, jump in the sky, and start flying, motherfucker?
Hold on.
You're Superman, yeah?
Do you notice like the hit is 6 foot combo smacking people?
Wow.
No, you don't. But the game is so good, like Batman is so good that it makes you feel like, oh yeah, I'm hitting this combo good. It's like,
But Batman's a little more complex than Superman.
What?
Hell yeah.
I'm confused. I really.
What do you mean? How is Batman more complex?
Hold on. Let me interject because I feel like we ain't gonna get nowhere fast with this train of thought, like this tangent we're about to go on.
Yeah, something wrong with you, bro.
So let's move on to another question about this game. Apparently, Rocksteady is also hiring for many positions in like correlation with making a project. So let me list off some of these positions they're supposedly hiring for. They're hiring for a design director, senior producer, outsourcing manager, lead animator, lead technical artist. And beyond those positions, they need a senior weapons artist, senior environmental artist, visual effects artist, technical animator, cinematic animator, rendering programmer, gameplay programmer, AI programmer, networking programmer, engine optimizer, engine programmer, senior script writer.
If they need all that, then they're just starting this shit.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing, dog.
Yeah, they ain't.
And also, just to give you some correlation on this, Rocksteady is rumored currently to be around 150 people.
See, this is another thing I was talking about earlier today, where people are hyping. Well, I'm not for certain. It still applies. People are hyping shit up just based off the developer alone.
Yeah, you mean hype,
hold on.
You mean proverbially hyping.
Like Cyberpunk.
Wait. Let me point something out in terms of. No. Let me point something out. And because somebody asked about it, the issue with trying to do the fucking some reserve shit, it wouldn't really work in the context of gameplay because you would be doing it like if say there's a combat heavy portion, then that leads into the gameplay loop. How do you fix the gameplay loop so it doesn't feel like a chore to go to the sun and back? There's a lot of questions you would have to answer when making gameplay.
But another thing, he lasts a really long time without needing to.
Hold on, Sindri.
Like there's no way to really balance it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold up, Hardhead. This is directed towards all y'all because I know y'all watched anything Superman related. When we're reading the comic or watching the animated series, has Clark ever said, "Oh my God, I need the sun. Let me fly up and get the sun"? Like.
I mean, because there's like a day-night thing.
The only time Superman's ever gone to the sun is when he's taking a lot of damage and just needs.
Or
the only way I can see that shit working is because, like they said, the Arkhamverse. The only way I can see that shit working is if it's always fucking nighttime.
And that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I'm tired of it always being nighttime. I would like some daylight in my game.
Or when Lex Luthor makes a device where the sun goes automatically dark and then it fucks him up. You know what I mean? Something like that. But Superman ain't never just said, "I need a sun. Let me fly." So that's not gonna work. That's not really.
Hold on. So, in addition to that, this is a question I asked, and we've talked about this among ourselves in the Discord and shit like that. What other DC heroes would be fit for a game? Because I think we talked about Wonder Woman. Well, that was my choice. That was my personal choice. That was my first choice.
Wonder
Green
Woman,
fucking
Green
Lantern.
Lantern.
And
Green. Hold on. Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on why
Green
Green.
Lantern as well.
Hold on. Let me elaborate on why Green Lantern would be the perfect choice. Because with Green Lantern, you could balance it out because their powers all counter each other depending on what color you're fighting. Nobody's 100% immune to each other. They all can whoop each other's asses.
yeah, and you don't even have to start with like bringing out all the other lanterns. You can get at least 3 games out of that shit.
If not 4,
Well,
you can.
Century. There has already been a Green Lantern game released, even though it was garbage on the PS3.
That was trash.
The game was stinky, bro.
It was boo boo.
Why do we gotta pick a DC hero, dog?
It doesn't. You don't have to pick one.
Yeah, I remember Rise of the Manhunters. No, that's the one that was based off the.
That's what I be saying. The Turtles are basically DC, man. So that shit got.
Turtles are not DC. They're independent.
I mean, but
this is the one that was based off the movie that they made, just like the Iron Man game.
The Iron Man game.
The Iron Man game was bad.
And the Captain America game wasn't that bad. The Captain America.
Captain America was basically Batman.
The first Iron Man game was lit.
But not this Green Lantern game was basically built like the Iron Man game.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Jigga, to ask your question, there is a Deadpool game already out, sir.
Yeah, there's been one out.
Now, the Deadpool game is underrated as fuck. It gets better.
Actually, hold on. By the way, in the chat, I said DC. Because we're talking about Warner Brothers as the publisher. They own DC.
Yeah. I mean, basically a JLA game, period. They should just come out with a JLA game, period.
Justice League?
Nah.
Isn't they not ready yet, though?
Okay, all right. What about JSA then?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's more.
So you know what we need? We need a good Teen Titans game. That's what the fuck we need.
I can live with that. I can live with that. I promise.
But hold up. No, OG Teen Titans, not current Teen Titans, though.
Okay.
Current Teen Titans lit, but that's moving besides the point.
I want OG, though. I want OG.
This is what they do if they want to make money, dog. You get the Flash, okay?
Uh-oh.
The Flash would have a good game, too. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know, man. I ain't fucking. No, you know why I don't like the current Teen. No, hold up. You know why I don't like the current Teen Titans? Y'all may think I'm crazy because I don't fuck with Blue Beetle like that. I don't like Blue Beetle like that. I don't know, man.
Blue Beetle, he iffy. He a snake, low key.
That's what I'm saying. Like I fuck with Damien though. Damien, that's my guy. Damien,
I never really liked Blue Beetle, but that's his character. He just a snake.
That's a snake. Okay.
Blue Beetle is a snake. What you mean?
Oh man,
no,
you know what?
I mean, he not, dog. Come on, you know that man's a snake.
I'm not even gonna get involved in this shit. Let's move on. He
got too many daddy issues that he can't.
All right, we gonna move on to the Game Spotlight program.
Hey, hold on. I want to bring up one more thing real quick.
Go ahead.
About this whole like when we was talking about Rocksteady, I have this issue. Like, we kind of touched on it, but I feel like people need to hear it again because not everybody heard what I was saying.
Oh hell no!
Do not hype up a game just because of the developer.
Oh, so Spider-Man?
Yes, Spider-Man.
Oh man, I agree with you. Hardhead, facts.
Hardhead, you
Spider-Man, Cyberpunk, motherfucking Days Gone. All these games. Stop hyping them up.
Wait a minute.
Days Gone. I can disagree.
Hold on. Who the fuck hyping up Days Gone off of the fucking developer? Wait a minute.
Nobody.
Yeah, Hardhead, you tripping. First of all, certain developers deserve that hype already. Okay, so you saying that people don't deserve to be hyped by Red Dead 2?
Oh,
it's made by the same people. I'm talking about like new IPs. Okay, let's go new IPs.
If they have a good pedigree, that's okay.
I'm not talking about repeats and shit. Like I'm not talking about Bungie making Destiny 2. I'm talking new IPs. Don't hype them up just because of a fucking developer.
Okay, so you don't have no confidence in Insomniac Games for Spider-Man?
No, because look what they did with Sunset Overdrive.
Great game.
It was Microsoft. What the hell?
It was a great game. What you mean?
No, it was not.
That game is good. Fuck up, Jigga.
Microsoft don't do that. Sunset Overdrive was phenomenal.
Whoa.
Sunset Overdrive is underrated.
That shit was a gimmick.
Dog. Here we go.
No, Microsoft does not do great Q&A, man. Their quality assurance is trash. So you can't even say that. Like,
no,
you cannot say that game was trash.
They try to make it to a game.
A gimmick? What gimmick?
What's the gimmick, Jigga?
Sliding across the ropes and shit, dog, and
That's
not a gimmick though. That's
a fucking gimmick that they made into a
How,
game.
no,
dog.
Jigga, do you do it the entirety
people
of the
was
game?
low key hype thinking they was getting another Jet Set Radio type game. Like,
Hold on, wait. I'm about to ask a question. Jigga, do you not do that the entirety of the game?
Yeah, it's a gimmick that they
Then
turned
it's not
into
a
a whole
gimmick.
game.
A gimmick is something you do as a one-off. That's not a gimmick.
No, not necessarily, because a gimmick can be throughout the whole entirety of a game, though.
This is true, but in
like,
terms of concept,
Beyond Two Souls, the whole Aiden thing. You know what I'm saying? It's
that. Hold on.
Prevalent throughout the whole game.
I wouldn't call that a gimmick because it's a gameplay loop mechanic. That's a mechanic. That's not gimmick at any point. A gimmick is something that only occurs maybe once or twice. That's not a gimmick in that case.
Okay,
you got it.
Like Sunset, the grinding was not a gimmick because you do it the entirety of the fucking game. If it was just one
it's a part of the gameplay.
Yeah, like you could call maybe the fucking tower defense shit a gimmick because you only do that a handful of times. I would understand if you said that was a gimmick, but to call the grinding and the jumping and diving through the air a gimmick, that's very dangerous to say.
All right, you got it. You got it. I ain't understand that.
I'm just saying, please stop hyping up games just because of who the developer is, dog.
But I think
I don't care if it's Naughty Dog. I don't care if it's Kojima.
But I think people have the right. Hardhead, you got to understand something. People have the right to be excited about a game.
You can be excited, but don't. There's a level to it, okay? I know you know what I mean. Like you can't. Don't be going too far into it.
Yeah, I get it.
Talking like it's about to shit on all these other games coming out and stuff.
I mean, the only credence, the credence I will give you is when if somebody makes an outlandish statement based on hype, then I can agree with you. If somebody makes an outlandish statement that's predicated on, I don't know, you know what I'm saying like, okay, Days Gone is going to be better than The Last of Us 2. That would be out fucking rageous. You see what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like now, if you let your hype make you say something crazy like that, I 100% agree.
I just want y'all to realize we're not even out of the first like 4 topics, and we already at 3:52.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Sometimes we're gonna run over.
It's gonna be a little.
I'm just saying
not all topics are as important. Man.
I done went on 2 rants today, dog. I ain't been on a podcast.
Hey, we lit, dog. Don't worry about
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about the timing. I'm just saying, how y'all managed to get this? How did I manage to get this much out of y'all? But you know what? That's not the point. We gonna move on to this Game and Spotlight program about Resident Evil. Strat, don't talk. We know you ain't played them. Please don't say nothing. I swear to God.
I mean, I'm with Strat. I ain't played them, so yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Yo, Jigga, hold up, bro. I know
5, 6, 7. None of them.
Hold on.
You ain't even Outbreak?
No.
Bro, but I downloaded
Revelation.
Jigga, I know you the self-proclaimed. I know you the. Hold on, y'all.
In casual, yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Well, who's that in the chat? Yeah, get that man out of there, dog.
Don't even acknowledge it, Jigga. Just continue.
Wait, what was this man going to say though?
No, I'm gonna say this.
Professor was about to speak, huh?
Yeah, he said he was about to say something, Professor. Oh shit! One time I got him. But now, Resident Evil. We talking about the Resident Evil series. Who has played most of the Resident Evil games other than me and Professor? Hardhead, you want to elaborate?
I've played 4, 5, 6, 7, and Revelations 2. I haven't played them all though.
Damn, me and him the only ones that played damn near all of them.
I mean, that's half the series right there, dog.
Nah, but you missing 0, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica.
I just haven't played them.
You missing the Dark Side Chronicles, the Umbrella Chronicles. Those games are really good.
I played Umbrella Corps, dog.
You play what?
Umbrella Corps.
You know what? It's been nice knowing you, Hardhead.
Hey man, you know you like that Umbrella Corps, dog.
Yeah, I'm back.
Professor,
did you just really fucking say you played Umbrella Corps, my boy?
Umbrella Corps, yeah.
Did you really just say this shit to
me? You know the multiplayer only Resident Evil game, you know?
I mean, I played I own Umbrella Corps. I mean, hey man, I bought it for $4.99, okay? it's not the greatest. It's serviceable. It's serviceable.
This
What the hell happened?
He is blasted off.
His mic muted. What the fuck happened?
No, he said something. Then I heard a buzz. Then I ain't hear nothing.
He must have unplugged his mic by mistake.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's serviceable, but it ain't the greatest game. I mean, I played basically every Resident Evil, but I'm gonna tell you the worst fucking Resident Evil known to fucking man. What was that Resident Evil? Oh yeah, Operation Raccoon City. That goddamn.
Are you serious? You mean the Resident Evil that most of the stories are based off of? That's what you're saying right now.
Operation Raccoon City was
You hear what you're saying right now?
Okay, hold on. So you say Operation Raccoon City was a great game?
I'm talking. We needed the story.
Operation Raccoon City is dog shit.
It is necessary.
Yo,
No, the
hardhead.
fuck it
Yo,
wasn't.
hardhead. Hold on, hardhead.
What
Yo,
the hell?
Hold on. Did you take you a drink before the podcast? What's wrong with you, bro?
I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was bad. It was necessary.
What necessary? How? How did something be necessary?
We needed the story.
Did we?
We did.
I'm confused.
No.
I'm confused. So if something's trash, it's still needed.
The story was.
Hold on. So that means.
Wait. I can kind of agree, dog.
It's like look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You think all those movies was fire? Hell no. But some of them we just needed the story.
Hold on. No. Hold up. So if you eat a half a chicken, and you spoil it, and you say, well, it was a half-eaten chicken and it was rotten, but I still had to eat it. Like just
that makes that you're going too far with that.
Okay, look. I'm gonna take your chicken.
No. What type of metaphor is that?
No. Hold on. No.
This is how you do this chicken. It's like I pulled up on a chicken and I just ate the skin, and I was just like,
no, hold on. No, y'all not getting it. Well, I said that outrageous shit because what he just said was low key. it was low key stupid. So that's what I said. What I said was low key stupid because he said it was needed. That trash was not needed. It wasn't. The story was not needed.
No. Understand? They turned Birkin into the Hulk broke ass cousin, bro. Birkin, one of the most important characters of the lore.
I need my man's hard head to tell me why it was
the story. Oh man,
do you know the story of fucking Resident Evil? Because I do.
That's what I'm saying. Why was it needed? That's
my boy. You only play.
Why you had to say it like that, dude?
Because what you just said made no motherfucking sense.
I know most of it. That's why I felt like, you know what? Okay. I kind of feel like we needed the story from Raccoon City.
Okay, so I'm about to ask a question. What is everybody's favorite Resident Evil game? Strat Jigga, don't say shit.
Mine's Resident Evil 6.
You are not qualified, Strat. You're not qualified.
And you just said 6?
Hey, y'all better my answer, though. But go ahead.
Which one was the action game?
4, 5, and 6.
No, I mean the one that was like over the top, like
6.
It was 6.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite, dog.
What the fuck is going on?
Go ahead.
No, I'm joking. I never played any of them.
What's your favorite?
I'm gonna play 1-0.
Okay, hold up. 2. Hold up. My favorite RE is Resident Evil 2. 3. It's 2. Mine is 2. Okay.
RE3.
My favorite Resident Evil was Resident Evil 7.
Okay, that's understandable.
I mean, it's understandable. I mean, yeah. I mean, it basically was a reimagining of Resident Evil because it was first person. So
but actually, if you pay attention to the story,
it's a continuation.
I can't believe he said
the story was necessary. Again, Resident Evil 7.
One more time.
Say the
story.
Motherfucker, say it's necessary one more goddamn time. I swear to God.
That is how Chris became who he was. Resident Evil 7.
Yo, hold on.
Not how he became who he was.
No,
that was our first look at young Chris.
Who's that?
Yo, hold on. You do realize Chris punched a I'm pissed.
Look, hold on, hurry. Yo, did you sip on some Marlowe before you came on the podcast, though?
Here we go, dog.
We all know 6 was the best, dog. It was action.
Shut up.
Jigga, what the hell are you talking
Man, you got
about?
I played 7 on the hardest difficulty,
Hey,
Jay.
Central, hey, move on to the next topic, Central. I
Bruh,
can't deal with this.
I'm done. We moving on. We moving the fuck on, okay?
6 was the best though.
Shut up.
Oh man, I hate dog.
Yeah, whatever. NVIDIA has shut down the GeForce Partners program. Strat knows.
Thank God. I'm glad that she died.
It's the GeForce Partners program.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me explain what it was. It basically was like a program that NVIDIA was going to create where if you had, like, say the Gigabyte Extreme card, if you had like the AMD version, you would have to rename it because the Extreme version would be basically NVIDIA's. So they were basically like taking the branding away from AMD. So that's basically what it was.
The GeForce Partner Force program is the sales and marketing program for value-added resellers, system builders, online retailers, and retailers who sell GeForce graphic cards, Quadro graphic cards, and integrated graphic processing components on or workstation systems. We strive to. Oh, well, that's nothing. Basically, this looked like this just the thing that we needed
Okay.
them to bring them prices down to where they fucking.
No. What they're doing is like it's basically what I said. Like if, like, say you AMD and Nvidia basically had the same card, like it had the same name, the same look.
You couldn't use a particular branding.
You couldn't. You would have to AMD.
Oh, you mean like an ROG card?
Yeah, so ROG would be exclusive to one set of cards, and the other brand, like AMD cards, would have to have a different brand name. They couldn't be Republic of Gamers.
It was companies partnering with NVIDIA. I see what
because they wanted the cards.
Yeah, you got it. I think you got it cheaper if you did it, or like something like that.
So it'll be to like where only ROG and EVGA can do a 1070 Ti.
Yeah.
But like the 1070 is open to more people type shit. I see what you're saying.
It's basically NVIDIA gets the whole branding of gamers, Asus, certain shit like that. Asus would have to make a separate brand entirely for the AMD cards. They would have to start from scratch.
Yep. So that they would be losing out on money. It was basically giving them incentive to work with.
It was basically trying to monopolize the branding of certain cards and shit like that.
And it's like you're not going to tell NVIDIA no because like they're what
pretty much the market leader of the GPU race.
The market, so it's like you can't say no to them. So I'm kind of glad that died. It needed to.
Oh man,
shit! Wow.
Hey, but there's just another move to us getting the GPU prices back to where the fuck they supposed to be.
Not really.
Okay. You know what? You know what's funny? We got to go back to Microsoft. Where Professor at?
Oh man, it's not gonna end well.
I'm right here.
Hey, but I just want to acknowledge that I have defended Microsoft today, fam.
Don't say it's necessary either. You better not say it's necessary.
That's gonna
Necessary
be my
evil.
That's gonna be my new catchphrase.
It's necessary.
Man, one more time.
Okay, so the next topic is Microsoft is reportedly hiring for a new Xbox development team in
Santa Monica. Damn, what the fuck?
Yo, this mic turned to a microwave. What the fuck?
Yo, a grudge over there trying to get my nigga Citrus, dude.
Yo, they got me last week. Now they got
God, shut up. Fuck y'all. But no, they're hiring for a new team. So that's happening.
In Santa Monica, right? That's the one you're talking about?
Let me read off what they want to do. To develop and manage the products, production, and launch of various. What the fuck? Why did they word it like that? I'm skipping that line. That shit just fucked my life up.
No, this man can't read.
I'm BG now. Fuck.
Whoa,
Century, aka Mr. Flashcards.
Hey, I need him right now. I'm fucking up. Cut. Apparently, like they're hiring for an executive lead producer. They got to do a bunch of shit, and apparently these are the qualifications. You need 10 plus years of experience, 4 years of experience at the lead, a bachelor's degree in higher education, preferred, shipping experience and shipping, quality ties at the apparently quadruple A standard, not triple A, but quadruple A standards.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they got 4 A's instead of 3. I'm like, you can do it.
What is
We on quadruple A, motherfuckers.
Microsoft.
Microsoft trying to make a whole new generation right now.
We can't even get a double A game, but we on
Quadruple A. My boy's doing the thing over there.
They're not even capable of making a goddamn indie title.
We still making single A games.
Well, they didn't make that. I was gonna say
we got the
I
quadruple
was gonna
A.
say Cuphead, but they didn't make it. Oh man.
Goddamn, they can't even make a goddamn phone mobile game. They talk about quadruple.
We can't even make a double B game. We making quadruple A.
Hey,
they can't even release a game. What you mean?
hey, but they can use good
Be respectful now, Shay.
Them motherfuckers can't even make Flash games. Talking about quadruple A.
Yeah. It's a Flash game.
The motherfuckers gonna start counting shit like Flappy Bird as a quadruple A.
Yeah.
Yo, Angry Birds quadruple A.
Microsoft would do some stuff like that just to make some of that money, dog.
Man,
There's only 3 quadruple A games
Talk about
in Fortnite.
Yo, Century, somebody beating your ass, bro.
Oh man, you pop locking and dropping, dog.
Somebody beating his ass.
Oh man, Professor over there happy today. Him that's fucking up.
Hey, they got us Tennessee boys. They got us, bro.
Man.
Tennessee boys ain't making it.
He sent it to you, dog. Oh
Right.
man.
I'm cheesing over here. I'm happy as hell.
Oh man, with your whole ass. Nah, but let me get back to this fuck shit. So quadruple A standards, experience managing internal teams and external development studios across the world, a knowledge and understanding of the process of building new IPs. New IPs, Microsoft.
They trying to hire people who know how to do that. They don't know how to do it.
I mean, but in all seriousness, though, like it doesn't matter your history, it doesn't matter your experience. What type of innovative vision do they have? What is their direction? See, this is the thing. People don't understand. The most underrated thing about game development, in my opinion, is what is your creative vision for your project? And I think that's what gets lost on Microsoft's side. They don't have a creative vision with their games.
I just realized, I did my research. Apparently, a quadruple A game is a game that is, quote, 100% a 10 out of 10. First of all, do they have anything like that?
No.
Well, that's why they want something like that.
But how I mean,
the closest thing they have to a 10 out of 10 is probably Halo 2 or Halo 3.
Yeah,
they have three franchises.
That's it.
Yeah, it was Halo 2. I think it was Halo 2. Halo 2 got a
Halo 2 or either Halo 3. I'm not sure.
I think it was Halo 2. Because I think Halo 3 got a 9.
They need to let all 3 of them franchises die, though.
Not die, just sit
on
the back burner.
Yeah. Put them on the bench. I ain't gonna say die. Just put them on the bench. Put them on the bench.
We low key might get another Gears this year. Don't ask me why.
No. Hell no. They'll announce Gears 5, but it ain't coming out till 2019. Because if you remember Hardhead and Strat, you should know this too. Gears comes out every 3 years, like on a 3-year window.
Halo 5, the next Halo should be coming out this year.
Hey man, Marcus Phoenix needs to take a break. Down.
Halo 4 came out 2012.
Oh no, man.
Halo 5 came out 2015.
Marcus Chief need to take a break too.
Marcus come out this year, man.
Marcus Phoenix. Marcus Phoenix might have to take that dirt nap, dog.
Whoa, be careful.
No, dog.
We need Marcus Fenrix. We need Marcus.
He's trying to backpack in that series, dog.
I mean, Halo 2 and Halo 3 both sitting at like a 94, 95.
Let me ask you a question because we kind of improv in the day for some reason. But let me ask you a question, Strat. Do you really think that Microsoft will have the gall?
Improv? Fuck you talking about?
Keep going. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna kill off Master Chief and have somebody else be the main protagonist?
Oh no. They tried doing that with Locke. That didn't work out for them.
I doubt they were ever going to kill Chief.
They wanted to move on with Locke. explore new shit.
Would you still
But,
play Halo if Master Chief is not a main protagonist?
Yeah, I played Halo Reach. Love Halo Reach. Love Halo DST.
Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, okay.
You just wanted to check
Yeah,
and see if
okay.
Chad was still gonna be
Like,
fucking with
Master Chief ain't like the draw
No,
point.
because you just
that whole
no,
thing,
that's
like-
what I'm saying. No, because you just a Halo fan in general.
yeah, because there's so much more to be told in that shit.
Okay,
So
I thought
like,
you
Master
were-
Chief is like, it's like he cool and all, but like, tell me more.
Oh man, but no, I don't understand how Microsoft can be hiring for quadruple A studios and they barely getting shit out for a triple A studio. But hey, that's not the point. Hey, Jigga, remember when you told me you want to rant on something earlier?
Oh, man, yeah, I got.
It's about that time. So
I already found out what it's about because you already about to piss me off, Jigga. But go ahead, dog.
Okay, so I mean, there's a game that came out. Everybody knows it's called God of War. You know, it's critically acclaimed. I mean, deservingly, it's a good game. And low key, I bought my game. You know, put it in, started playing. You know, I'm like, oh man, I see this Gimme God of War. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna play it on that. I'm gonna play it on normal. You know, like a real person. And people was like, what? You're not playing it on Gimme God of War? You got to play it on that. I'm like, nah, man, I bought the game, so I'm going to play how I want to play it. So this rant is, does game difficulty really matter? Does it really affect the game that much? Yeah, it makes it a little bit harder, but I mean, does it make it better? In my opinion, it doesn't.
Are you serious?
I agree with you.
Everybody has a different experience when it comes to liking difficulty. Me, I strive for harder difficulty games.
Hardhead, you my man's, right? You my man.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's working out for you too well.
Bro, like if you get to a point where you're like replaying a part 5, 6, 7 times.
No, hold on, Strack. I just gotta address this Hardhead because it doesn't look like you were having fun when you were getting your ass kicked by.
But look, this is the problem. Have you ever had that feeling though? When you know you've been sitting here getting your fucking ass beat for a whole fucking hour.
Bro.
And all of a sudden you beat him. Do you know that is better than busting a nut, dog?
Stop. Yo, what the hell?
Yo, I'm dead. I am dead.
When you get that W after getting your ass beat for an hour,
I ain't ever seen some shit like this before.
Did you just?
There is no better sensation in this world.
Like they don't have to be too easy.
There is no
but you,
like
but
that.
you gotta like it's.
But look, no, my problem is the difficulties that don't be the hardest one are too easy. I'm sorry, they're too easy.
Too easy, but the hardest ones, you're like 2 hours trying to fight something off.
Yeah, you learn a lot.
That's
though.
just a waste of time, bro.
Fights don't end up being 2 hours. They end up being 30 to 45 minutes.
It's a waste of time, bro. And
in
a time when we don't have that much time playing fucking same scenario for like 30.
Some of us do
minutes.
have that kind of time, and we want to enjoy. We want to really be embodied in the encounter. The way that they wanted us to be embodied in the encounter. That it wouldn't exist if unless they wanted us to play like that.
Like here's the thing, I can get it for certain games have to have a certain amount of difficulty, but
No,
God of War specifically, you're going from like the other games where you could play on I played on the hardest difficulty on the other ones, but you still felt like a badass. And this one, like he'd be taking like one shot hits and he's down.
Yeah, because you need to really truly learn the combat.
But the thing about it is, God of War is a story game, not a difficulty game.
Hold on. Burgundy, what do you mean by you lose yourself in the story? You mean that you forget the story, or you really get entrapped in the story? Like, I need you to elaborate.
Oh, okay, let me give me a game. God of War just came out. I played it on normal. I beat the game. I enjoyed it. A game that came out a while ago, Uncharted 4. I played it on like the hardest difficulty. I still have not beat that game to this day. Because I started playing it. I'm like, this cheese is not fun. It threw me off of the game. I'm like, this is not fun. I quit.
You feel like the hardest difficulty just makes the game not fun for you?
I mean, certain games like Uncharted, where it's like they throw grenades from nowhere, and it's like, come on, dog. Like you could shoot the grenade in his hand, and he still will land it right by your feet, dog. It's like,
you need to change your combat
hold on.
style. You need to change the way you're approaching the encounter. That's the problem.
To me, that's not fun. I want to play how I want to play, dog.
You changing up your play style is not fun.
Yes, because I want to play how I want to play.
You want the game to be easy for you. Want it to be written out where you can do the same thing over and over again, and it works for you every time.
I gotta say something because I wanted to address. So I know you call yourself the casual gamer, Jigga, but see, this is the problem. The problem with your soliloquy that you just presented. Okay, you need to understand. Well, I ain't gonna say you need to understand. It sounds like I'm trying to force my views on you. But this is what you need to at least try to understand. If you're playing the game on the easiest difficulty, what enjoyment is that? Because that's not the full experience. Okay, it's not the full experience because think about it. If you're just going through the motions, that's like watching a movie. You're really not playing the game.
But they're not Souls games. Uncharted and God of War is about the story.
Hold on, why is you using that as a comparison?
No, you did not just fucking do that.
That's a bad comparison.
Let me explain.
Let me explain.
Okay, there are two types of games. There are story games and there are difficulty games. Difficulty games, the game is all about the difficulty of the gameplay. It's not about the story. And God of War and Uncharted are about the story. The difficulty, yeah, it can add a little bit to the story, but it's basically you're going through this character and his interactions with people, his interactions with all the things he's going through. That's what the game is about, not the difficulty. It's about the story.
But we still get that. We still get that, even though we play on the hardest difficulty. We're not losing anything that you already got.
Yes, you are, because like you're sitting at a counter for an hour. And you probably don't even remember why you're there. You're just.
How am I losing the wait? Who forgets?
I do.
I'm used to being on the hardest difficulty, even though I'm not always the best at it. Yeah, like Professor said, I be getting my ass beat sometimes, but that don't mean I'm gonna forget the story.
I feel like there's.
I'm not gonna forget the story.
I feel like there's ways to do difficulty and make the game still fun. And Witcher 3 did that.
But there's people that enjoy that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That some people, I don't even know what to call it. A fucking sadist? I don't know.
No. Basically, what you're saying, there is an audience. There is an audience for people who like to play and enjoy their games on the hardest difficulty.
No, but I feel like there's ways to do it and still be fun.
Like
sometimes I feel like it's like on God of War, it's like he's facing these little. Like if you're facing that big boss. And it's beating you, I'm like, okay, yeah, it deserves to beat you because it's like this huge boss. But if you're facing a normal enemy and he's smacking you, I'm like, come on,
that's your fault.
No, it's just makes
that's your fault.
No, but Jigga, see, this is the problem that I have with your rant. I'm you know what, we're gonna agree to disagree on your opinion. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily agree with your opinion, but see, this is my issue with it though. You don't even have to play on the hardest difficulty in any game. So what is really your game?
There's always an option.
But it's like there's people who's like, oh, you're not playing the game, or you're a bum if you play it on normal or easy. It's like, dog.
No.
First of all, if you want me to play on hard, you buy the game for me. I'll play it on hard.
But see, this is the thing.
But look, that goes for both sides because there's people out there saying that, oh, you playing on the hardest difficulty, you don't even want to, like you just said, you don't even want to enjoy the game. You're not getting the story. How would you know that if you're not playing on the hardest difficulty?
I wouldn't. So I would get pissed off and I just forget about the story. Like if I'm sitting in a place for an hour fighting somebody, it's like,
look, man.
For me, I feel like there's a reason for it. I'm done after this. There's a reason for it. And I feel like they want you to understand the scale of each enemy. Like you don't get the real scale of an enemy unless you're on the hardest difficulty.
No, I disagree.
I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna tell you something, Hardhead. Now I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I feel like Give Me a Challenge gives you that perfect balance, man. It gives you the perfect balance. Because I ain't gonna lie, Hardhead, when you told me, hey, Professor, you need to stream that shit on the hardest difficulty, I was gonna do that shit. And this is sad because I was almost going to succumb to peer pressure because everybody I knew was going to play it on the hardest difficulty, and I was going to be basically coaxed into doing that. But then I thought about it. I know me. See, I know myself. I know all I'm gonna do is rage. And if I'm raging, I'm not having fun. See, that's the difference with me.
No,
Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say.
There comes a level of patience that you have to have with it.
And that's not me.
Yeah, me either. I don't have
but hold on. But let me be clear though. If it was a trophy if it was a trophy to beat the game on hard difficulty, yes, I would have did it. But there was no trophy, so why am I going to subject myself to that?
Personal achievement.
And hold on, and you don't get no special unlocks. You get nothing. You get nothing for beating the game on the hardest difficulty. Absolutely nothing. So to me, it's a waste.
Personal achievement.
For what? For who? How?
For self.
No, it would be personal achievement if you get a trophy.
Some
people just want to prove it to themselves that they can fucking do it, dog.
I ain't got time for that, dog.
I don't
even enjoy that game that much.
Because Hardhead, I'm okay. I would feel you if we were still gaming in the early 2000s, late 90s, but we're not anymore. So if there's no visual presentation, if there's nothing that I could latch on to,
oh wow.
Yeah,
hold on, guys.
You want something you can brag about.
I'm gonna ask everybody in the comment section if you have something to contribute to this conversation. Please leave comments so they can read it. We gotta move on right quick to the last two topics because I feel like these two are important. The first one being Walmart leaked the entirety of E3. This is not a joke.
Actually, no, I think it low key is all of it. If we're being honest.
So the list was they have leaked the Division 2. We knew that was coming out. Splinter Cell, Insurgency Sandstorm, The Last of Us 2 being there, Just Cause 4, WWE 2K19, Assassin's Creed Origins Ace Helix. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What?
Yeah, I know.
2K coming back to the Switch.
Yeah.
Dragon
Quest. Destiny Climate Expansion.
Well, but I think that Dragon Quest 2, I think that's Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Okay. Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Metroid Prime, 2K as Hardhead said, Smash, Borderlands 3, Assassin's Creed, Lego DC Villains, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Rage 2, which was
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not coming out this year.
No, but we might get an announcement.
It's already been announced, but
yeah, they just released the pre-alpha thing a week ago.
You can pre-order the game type shit.
No, I think we'll get the game. We'll get gameplay, but
maybe some gameplay.
No, they don't have that gameplay yet.
Those listings are just placeholders. Sometimes we get placeholders for games that don't come out for another 2 years.
They didn't have anything last year when they showed it off, basically.
But here's the thing: there's nothing shocking about it, though. There's no game to be like.
Rage
2 is the only shocking game that I had. Like, wow, Rage 2.
Nah. There's Borderlands 3 is shocking.
No, it's not.
Pokemon.
That's been announced. That's
low key shocking.
How is that shocking?
How's that shocking?
That's been a thing.
My man on that good shit today, boy.
Bro, give me whatever you want, man. Let me know. I need that too,
man. You on that good shit? Hey, you sharing, huh?
We go again, though.
Okay, and the last topic of the podcast. Last topic of the podcast is Sony E3, and it's not even mostly predictions. You can say predictions if you want to at this point, but apparently they're doing something a little bit different. They're gonna have the traditional conference, but they're doing something called. Let me see if I can find the exact name because I don't want to say the wrong thing. They're doing the official PlayStation blogcast for E3 and also in conjunction with it. So we get the conference and the blogcast, which is going to focus on Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and some third-party announcements.
Man, I ain't trying to watch that kind of shit.
So basically what you saying is they pulling the goddamn PSX on motherfuckers.
I wouldn't call it a PSX. They're supposed to be bringing out couches and shit, though. That was
that's just like PSX of last year. Yeah,
that's what all of them do. That's what Nintendo Treehouse is. That is what that Xbox conference shit is.
Of course, that shit's called.
Hold on. Can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead.
How can you be a grown man and be like, I'm looking forward to Nintendo Treehouse?
Oh no.
Nintendo Treehouse is just for the 3DS, first of all.
Yeah, it's pretty much 3DS at this point.
Okay, moving on.
No, but it could just let's talk about this for a second because I feel like more and more E3 isn't not important. It's very important, but it's becoming more and more invalidated by the fact that influencers are more important to developers than actual like industry people.
Yeah.
We're seeing that more and more.
Yeah, it's coming more of a fan, more of a public fan, thing. Because I feel like when E3 is open to the public, the E3s are not that good. I just feel like that. I don't know.
I agree.
I mean, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe
No,
I'm.
you know something.
I mean, because I just feel like, okay, basically Sony blew their load by announcing all of their games within the past couple years. Now it's basically just redundancy, and I don't know what to think about that, man, because I thought I'd never say this in a million years, y'all. Y'all about to think I lost my mind. I'm actually looking forward to Microsoft. Because to me it's more intriguing because Sony.
Yo, which professor is this? You must be a different.
No, that's what I'm. No, I know that's what I'm saying. Because the reason why, because Sony is not. We all know they're not going to announce nothing new.
You looking forward to a PR finesse, dog?
Listen. I know I'm probably on some.
You mean like last year? We're going to show 40 games and.
No, I'm just saying because at least I'm like, okay, what the fuck are these garbage ass motherfuckers gonna show? At least they got that. Sony, you like, okay, they gonna show shit we already know about and seen. Like, I like surprise when it comes to E3, and I think this E3 is not gonna be no surprises at all. It's gonna be
all of them are gonna be trash.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm not really looking forward to it.
I mean, Xbox got shit online, but I can guarantee you they gonna. Well, I ain't gonna say guarantee. It's most likely they're gonna pull the same bullshit they did last year.
Oh, no,
show this X amount of games, but
hold on, Hardhead. Are they gonna show a Lamborghini this year though?
Oh man,
no.
If that Lamborghini is a multi-plat fan.
Oh man, I thought the Lamborghini was exclusive.
No, they finna get you a Lamborghini
No,
controller,
Black Panther
dog.
is exclusive, dog.
Oh, Black Panther exclusive now? Oh shit.
Oh, I thought you heard about it, Century.
Nah, fam, I ain't hear shit about this.
Yeah, fam, Black Panther is exclusive to Xbox One X, dog.
Oh shit, I got an Xbox One X. Let me go about it.
Hold up, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all serious?
Black Panther exclusive, man.
No, y'all bullshitting. Y'all ain't serious.
The movie, dog.
Nah,
bro, of course they're not serious. It's a fucking Blu-ray. That plays on any other.
Nah, but
Blu-ray.
let's get back on top. He's joking. Let's get back on top of
Bro,
that.
they really had people on Twitter.
But let's be honest about Sony though. All of their studios are accounted for the most part.
But that's
it's not
there's no
surprise.
surprise. There's no surprise.
Like everybody's dropped something. Let's see who's dropped something so far. Naughty Dog twice, Sony Santa Monica, Guerrilla Games.
Quantic Dream.
That's not a first party studio.
I mean, you might as well call them.
They're a second party. They're not first.
I mean, what have they made? What have they made for other?
Indigo Prophecy and the other game before that.
Okay, that was years ago though.
Here's the thing: they don't own them though.
Yeah,
that constitutes first party.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
So yeah, other than the let's see, Naughty Dog, not Quantic Dream. I almost say Quantic Dream because it's fuck. Naughty Dog, Guerrilla Games, Sony Santa Monica.
Man, I really don't see a problem with it.
And Sony,
You're gonna be seeing gameplay of a lot of games, you know.
And for the record, Sony does not own Ready at Dawn either. So if somebody
they never did. They claimed close to buying them during development. We found out, but that was gonna be.
Now hold on. Now what if Sony is fucking with us and they announce the Order 2 though?
Lit.
I don't think they're gonna have nothing new to show. They're gonna have something.
Look, they can show us. Listen, show us a damn JPEG. Pull a Nintendo. Show us the Order.
I mean, they sitting on a fucking pedestal right now. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
but still, they want to announce something because they want to be the talk of the town. You don't want to just show stuff that you've already announced. You want to at least do something new so people talk about you.
Is Ubisoft?
That's what it's all about.
Ubisoft. When is their? I know they're doing a press conference.
Who cares?
I think it's Tuesday.
It's Ubisoft.
No, actually, no. It might be.
But yeah.
So Splinter Cell. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, like that's pretty much everything.
And it's not gonna be open world, everybody.
Oh God! At that point, we need to end this fucking podcast. Outros, everybody.
It's me, Stratosphere, taking off.
All right, this is Professor X. You follow me on Twitter at Professor X615 _ and the same thing, PSN, same thing. We out.
Hey, it's your boy Jigga. Remember, there's nothing wrong with being casual.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Yes, there it is. No,
And y'all know it's hard head. Catch me on Twitter and Twitch. Y'all already know the name Hardhead7WD.
Link is in the description.
Make sure y'all sub if you already haven't. Turn that motherfucking bell on. Hit that thumbs up. Share the fucking video. Y'all know y'all gotta help us get it popping, fam.
We trying to have devs on here. Help us out. It's your boy.
Man.
It's your boy Century. I'm getting the fuck out of here because these motherfuckers that made me mad. I'm gonna have to go choke Professor. I might have to go hit Jigga with a drop kick. We out this bitch. Shut up.
Peace.